All right.
Actually, Talah and Nate are the grandchildren of
What?
Varn.
Yeah. That's going to make some potential storylines very strange. But the stream can now hear us. So that's a great place for us to start everything today.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sounds great. Let's do that.
Excellent. So, we are short one lizard doctor. Nari will be taking over Othoship.
And completely failing at doing so.
Perfect. And that's fine, at least until our dearest Othokent arrives. He will be here shortly. But when last we left our heroes...
Ish.
And I've lost my notes again. I lose this every stinking week because I never can remember where I put it. There it is. So, when last we saw our heroes, Nate the Human Rager, Gobs the Half-Elf Warlock, Othokent the Lizard Folk Life Domain Cleric, Talah the Half-Elf Druid, and Abraham the Human Wizard. Our collection of rapscallions finally made their way to the city of Gilgamesh itself. Upon arriving in the city, they first and foremost acquired a place to stay for the night, renting out a suite at a inexpensive but yet nice hotel. After which, Talah and Abraham and Nate decided to go for a walk, and Talah tried to pretend that she wasn't going to a very specific location, but she was. She managed to spot and head towards... I've got... My notes are in absolute disarray, guys. I am sorry. Where did I put the name of it? Because I want to get it right. The Splenjoyous Experience, which is a bar / disco lounge / rave / coffee shop / ice cream store / what do they call a reptile exhibit? Reptilarium, something like that. Herpetarium. That's what I was thinking of. / herpetarium / recording studio / So this is a very well-known location where the bronze dragon of Abigail, the Joyous, and the legendary bard Raf Splendid opened after his retirement from being a hero. As they entered, they found that both Abigail and Raf Splendid were no longer there. And with that, their daughter was the one who was running everything. The almost equally famous Brianna Splendid, also a famous bard in her own right. After Abraham rediscovered the fact that he does both know the rhythm and the funk, and he shanked that bouncy booty on the dance floor and returned back with a half-drunk pineapple, what do you call it, cocktail that he was going to share with Gobs. And they had a good interaction. They had good hearts to hearts. They got to address some inner concerns and then returned back to the group. As they returned back to the group, they found that the people who did not go on the walk received a message in the form of a appearing and then suddenly disappearing scroll that had another prophecy on it. After a conversation, our group finally put pieces together to realize that the people they'd been interacting with were the various... It wasn't Deus Ex. You leave me alone. Stop being mean to me.
No.
I'm not that smart. I can only write words good sometimes. But they put the pieces together to start to understand that the various pieces or people they've been running into were indeed aspects of the previously intact Gilgamesh who was shattered 50 years ago, and is starting to understand their motivations and how their interactions with each other work. And after a long bits of conversation, everybody bedded down for the evening, and that's where we are going to pick up for this week's session. It is the next morning. It's pretty early when I would say it's probably Abraham who wakes up first, as he always does, along with your new daughter, Lily. Also up very, very early. You probably wake up with her kind of bouncing on you, trying to get attention because she's hungry, and you do know that there is a continental breakfast downstairs and free waffles. Easy way to feed a happy, bouncing baby girl dragon. But, so that's where we will pick up. So you wake up in the morning first, Abraham, anybody else who's going to wake up around the same time, and I leave things in your hands on what we're doing from here.
That's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
Well, and it's kind of how this stuff works.
Which are my hands? I need to know that.
All three of them.
Oh.
You grew another one out of your left ankle. It's
I was
awkward.
going to say, where is it?
So I leave Lily in the room to go grab a...
And I will say this, when she wakes you up, she is in her humanoid form.
Okay, well, if she can behave, I'll take her down. Dressed. We'll both be dressed. So I don't want like that whole thing like where she's completely naked BS. So I'm just making sure that's clear.
Yeah, no. She after that incident, you had mental conversations. She understands the concepts of her propriety now. Good.
And so take her downstairs and we have a waffle breakfast.
Yep, she eats multiples. So she enjoys all the fruits, especially.
Mm-hmm.
And everything.
Grab some coffee and go back upstairs.
Awesome. What is going on in the chat?
Stuff.
I know. All right, so everybody else begins to wake up and stir.
Sure.
As late as possible unless awoken.
You definitely, it would be hard for you to sleep because obviously Otho's up at dawn, like he always is. Abraham comes back in. Lily's she's had a lot of sugar and a lot of fruit, so she's a little bouncy. And she bounces on Auntie Gobs a little bit, trying to get you to wake up. And then Nate and Talah are the quietest ones, as always, as they get up and get around that morning.
Right. Time to get up.
I'll say it's still pretty early morning by the time all of you get roused, get cleaned up, get packed up, and are ready to go. Probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Where's Abraham
Rise
at?
and shine.
Is he awake? He's returned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy, how's the head?
Sin, or is your mic not working, or are you being distracted?
I'm back.
Okay, I didn't know you left.
I didn't say anything?
No.
Right, I guess I didn't hit the wrong key. Sorry.
Yes. Gobs is trying to talk to you.
Gobs, repeat.
Just as you return and she's been woken up,
Mm-hmm.
she goes, "Hey, buddy, how's the head today?"
It's fine. It's a little woozy, but slept it off. How's yours?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't go. I had a sip of your pineapple.
You okay?
Yeah. There's a lot of people outside.
Hmm?
It's big, this place.
Hey, yeah. It's a city. Abraham doesn't really seem to process that as being weird. Does it bother you?
No, not exactly. I need you to promise me something. If this thing starts to do things, bad things, please find a way to stop me. Like, can you do magic? Can you magic it away?
That?
Me.
I can kill you with magic, yes.
I was hoping to survive the magicking away.
Oh, well, you...
Just in case it happens. I hope it doesn't.
You want me to have a way to control you?
Yes. if it comes to that. If bad things happen and I lose control, then yes. I hope it doesn't come up, but if that's a thing you can do, that would make me feel a lot better, or at least just pull me away from people. You know, the Matic thing you did, pulling people.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
He's chewing on an idea, and I will think of something for you. He starts contemplating. He goes open to his spell book and starts reading and researching.
It's just it reacts instinctively to a lot of things, which I do appreciate, but I don't want to cleave someone in half if they run into me by accident.
Yes, I understand. He's like hearing you halfway, and he's reading, doing a lot of research. I'm not trying to ignore you. He's just focus on your request and an idea that he's spitting out.
Yeah, that was all I wanted out of that interaction. Just make it clear that it's a concern.
Going to. I got something for you, Soundscream. I'm going to write up based upon his request. If you want to, if somebody else wants to wake up.
Okay. So yeah, everybody's up and working on things.
Otho is gonna check all of his medical supplies to see if everything is still up to code. There, I made him busy. Talah's gonna try and sleep in unless someone else just gonna, wake her.
Good morning.
5 more minutes.
No. The sun has been up for a long time, and the streets are bustling.
So why should I, if other people are already doing it?
Because we are not safe staying here.
You don't think
Also,
this place is safe?
Maybe we can find some oatmeal. Fine, maybe we can find some pancakes. and bacon.
Better. Pancake sounds good.
Sure.
You do
Now get
hear
up.
this kind of ringing, chiming voice in your ear say, "There's waffles downstairs. I ate many of them. The lady behind the counter looked most upset."
Why would she be upset if you're eating the waffles, Lilith?
I ate a lot of waffles.
How many is a lot?
15.
That's not a lot. I'll teach you.
I wish to see Auntie Talah eat more.
Auntie?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad. I remember now.
Sudden heartache.
Yeah.
Wait, who's mom then? Lady behind counter who gave me waffles is mom now.
I have been adopted.
By the lady behind the waffle counter.
She is
Gotta teach her not to take food from strangers.
I don't think we're gonna manage to do that.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
Get dressed, go downstairs, and eat more than 15 waffles.
You're going to have to give me a constitution check on that.
Constitution check.
Or save, you know what I mean.
No, it could have been a check. Just ask.
Yeah, constitution save.
How big are these waffles?
They're the big, like, dinner plate sized waffles.
Oh my god.
They're at least 10 inches across.
15!
You managed to eat that many waffles. You're gonna feel gassy and bloated the rest of the day, but
That's
you do
fine.
not throw up.
You're going to have the biggest urge for a nap in about 30 minutes.
That's fair.
Especially if you slathered those with waffle syrup, maple syrup.
Oh god, that amount of sugar and carbs, holy.
Mm-hmm. She's
That's
passing
on
out.
Talah.
Do me a favor, Abraham, as you're researching the thing you messaged me about, go ahead and give me an Arcana check with advantage.
My crash right back in.
Crit.
Fantastic. I want you to name a spell for just that. It will still use that spell slot, but since you've got it specifically locked and loaded for that specific purpose and situation, I will let it not count against your prepared spells for the day.
For this activation?
For that specific activation. Yeah, even if you don't have that spell prepared, you can still do this.
Milla, come here right now. And as you can see, like, Abraham's, like, charging. Like, he's they got the little sparkles around him as he's building up a spell.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
He places his hand and his eyes begin to glow directly upon your chest. His hand placed on your chest. His eyes begin to glow.
Ooh.
And fingers just widespread, just in a circle appears, spreading from his hand, wrapping around the length of your body. Like when I say wrapping around, it's like a light show of laser light projected onto your body, but there's no laser light projected onto your body. It's wrapping around you, all the way from the projection across his palm, all the way around your head, all the way, and it meets to your back in one gigantic concentric circle, wrapping around your body. All right. I have what you wanted.
What exactly?
I can stop you if you ever get out of control.
That makes me feel a lot better. I hope it's never needed, but I'd rather have it than not need it. Or rather have you have it.
And I'm gonna need a moment. He starts sipping on his coffee and ruminating a little bit. I hope to never have to use it, but it's there. And he's just kind of like thinking internally to himself about what all this means. He felt your earnest desire to have this done, so he did it, but he doesn't like what's going on.
Understandable.
So just kind of like ruminating and thinking to himself while sipping on his coffee.
Alright. That gives me a lot of ease of mind. Because I'm short, people don't see me, and if they run over me or something like that, yeah, I don't like that thought.
You guys are able to finish that. Abraham, you finish your cup of coffee. Everybody's had their breakfast and everything.
That's an empty spell that I accidentally clicked on. I was going to write something. Sorry.
No problem.
Why wouldn't they have oatmeal? I don't get it.
They would have oatmeal.
Maybe they just ran out.
This is all kinds of other stuff in it. That's not real oatmeal.
Real oatmeal's just sawdust and water, like Memeem used to make.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw they had bacon. I filled a plate and got a stinky eye.
Of just bacon?
Yes.
How high was the plate stacked?
About this high? Just showing with hands like a good few inches.
Oof. That's a lot of bacon.
Yeah, it is. I've never felt happier.
If you're gonna need to use the toilet, you might want to do it before her.
I'm feeling fine.
She's all lubed up on the insides.
Also, I put syrup on them. It's great.
Okay, so
I'm
what would you
working.
guys like to do?
What is the plan? We need
Um,
information, right? Essentially.
Yeah, I believe we were going to visit. Let's see what her name was in my notes.
Sarandale.
Yeah, Saradale. I
Or
believe she was top of our list.
Elendoril. And then
Yeah,
there was Doral as well.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
in the main tower. I believe Sarandale was top on our list. Also to sort of get an idea of what's going on in the city, because Carrie has been here.
Uh-huh.
Did
Also,
Gobs? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nexus.
Also, there's a place here, as far as I've read, that should have a sword I'm after.
Okay. Then we also need to do that. Wait, have you been beholdering swords and not telling me?
What kind of sword?
What?
You know I like beholdering
It's-
swords.
You know, it's a sword specifically to kill Fae. It's
Oh.
what I had in my vision. You remember?
Oh, that sword.
Yeah, it can kill the Heart of Winter. So I desperately need it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to look for that as well. Then yes.
As soon as Pip mentions his vision again, Talah's face just drops.
It's gonna be fine.
So, where is this? Somewhere nearby? Let's go.
Do you know the name of the swordsmith? She
Well,
pulls
the
out her phone.
swordsmith.
Or
I'm not sure. I know the swordsmith. The guy who wrote about the sword was Montoya. And there was some logs about. I can't find the names.
Ah,
Is it Vincent?
let's see. Behold.
Help! Sounds great.
Magic sword.
Soundscreep, help
Oh,
the
no,
Nexus man.
City of Gilgamesh. Vincent.
Rumor has it that the last person who had it in their possession was a very, 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 very prickly sorcerer named Vincent Corthall.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Okay, give me a moment. Magic shop. Sword. Vincent Corthall. And on Beholder we go. Basically Googling it.
Vincent Corthall.
Do you need a check for searching things up on the internet?
No, this one won't be hard to do. I just need to look something up.
Alright.
Got to get a
Yeah,
document I've not read in a
that
while.
whole thing is a side thing to the main thing we're working on right now, right? So
Yeah, it's
Well,
more if...
we can go
it's
place an order. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, and also if it happens to be on the way, pinch, well, I'm beholdering it.
I mean, it's not like the guy would just hand it over. So I don't know.
If someone walked up to you and said, hey, that sword you're not using, can I have it? Because if I don't, a lot of people around me will die. Give them your sword.
I mean, yes, if you're a good person.
So, what makes you think that he's not a good person who will be willing to hand it over?
He doesn't have to not be a good person, but the descriptor does say he's prickly.
Well, the descriptor could be wrong. Maybe he just didn't like the person describing him. You were
Maybe.
kind of prickly to
You're
Talah's
right.
brother.
Good point.
Yeah, maybe he's just looking for the right guy to just hand it off to. Maybe he likes you. Maybe he likes a little too much, huh? Maybe he follows you home, stalks you for months. It'd be great.
What?
What?
Gobs, who hurt you?
A lot of
Oh.
people. You want the list?
That's a long list.
I will tell you that with your Google search or your Scry search,
Yep.
you are able to find that there is a magic item shop in the High Ward that is owned by somebody named Vincent Cornthal. It's called the Enchanted Enclave. It has a 0.5-star rating. There's 5 stars when someone named Victoria is helping people, but anytime the owner or Vincent is mentioned, it is 0 stars and notes about how violence was committed upon them, and that they recommend taking a fire resistance potion before entering the premises.
So, she's looking over this and going, I mean, we could get lucky.
Is it on the
Maybe.
way?
No, it's over in the High Ward, which is
So-
apparently like an elf city.
The Enchanted Enclave is specifically in this section of the neighborhood. If you can see my pings.
Yes, yes.
Ye-
Okay. Sarandale, who runs S&J and Associates, her skyscraper that's like 30, 40 stories tall is right about here.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing that you guys were going to look into?
I think we already know.
Oh,
what that
yeah,
one is.
the 5th sibling is at the top of the tower here,
Yes.
which is way more than 50 stories tall.
Actually, yeah, is it all right we put like markers on the map for this?
If you want to.
That makes it a lot easier when we have to move around the city and remember places. Whoever's doing that right now, you're doing a good job.
Me.
You're doing a good
Also,
job.
just as a heads up, it's from what I can hear behind me, a major thunderstorm may have moved into mine and Cyntari's area.
Oh yeah, there's a potential tornado here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so if we suddenly
cool.
stop responding and the stream dies, it's probably because the power went out.
Or
So-
a tornado hit us. It's either way.
Yeah, either way. But
Either
the
way,
good news
it's
is that
fine.
we're far enough apart, right? That like it'd probably just be one of us, right? So, Sen, you have access to the Google Doc, so you've got all the notes, so you
I
can take over
do.
my campaign.
I will say that if
No,
it's a
that
NATO,
is not where Magellan is anymore. Magellan's over here now. Stop putting Magellan.
That
And
wasn't
the
that wasn't
demon-
me.
that is no longer the Demon City.
It's now the Orc City.
No,
The
it's
Freedom Ward.
it's the Free People's Ward.
Yeah, Orc City.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
because only orcs are people.
Orgrimmar.
Please tell me orcs in this city have just become Americans.
These are all
All
carrying
people?
guns. Really fat.
So where do I put this?
I mean, from what we've heard of.
Oh wait, I spelled it wrong.
You spelled it really wrong. You spelled it like
You
a...
were here, right?
You guys are right about here.
There. Now I
Yeah.
spelled it correct.
So S&J and S&J Associates is closer than anything else.
Wait,
Yeah,
Sean
it's-
is also there?
No, Sean's not over there.
Where?
Quit putting other stuff on there. Just the things we're immediately talking about.
Okay.
Goofballs.
Alright. There. What was the name of that place again?
SNJ.
What place? S
S-
S S and J and Associates. S&J Associates.
SNJ ass.
You're
Like
you're
that?
supposed to go figure. The old woman is the one who's the least mature of all of us.
Like I did it there?
I'm both the oldest woman and the youngest woman in this call currently. So, there you go.
Like I just spelled it there, is that right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I can be mature and I can be a child.
And
There is no in between.
And I don't think we need to mark the tower.
Are you sure?
In case you forgot where the center of the city is, you know.
Yeah, it's right there.
Can we put like a big old red arrow just pointing at it, just in case we forget?
Yes, label it Gilgamesh's penis. There. Will that make Nari happy?
No.
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 I tried. All right. So,
Makes me happy.
what are you guys doing? Where are you going?
There, now I'm happy.
We're going to Vincent Corthal.
No! No! Oh.
Okay, so you guys are going to head towards the Enchanted Enclave.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Otho's following us too.
And I'm
Of course he is.
pushing Talah into the lake in the middle of the
Yay!
water.
Into the lake here.
No,
Into the abyss.
Up here.
not a lake.
No.
So, hold on. Let me ask,
I
are
know.
you guys going to go through the park to get there?
Yes.
Are you going to go okay. So, are you guys going to take transportation or are you just going to walk?
Talah would love to walk if other people are okay with that.
Talah would jump out of whatever we're driving in
Yeah.
just to get to the plants.
Yes. Yes, she would.
Actually, thinking about it, maybe the whole going through the park is a bad idea. How many
Why?
days can we really afford to lose?
I mean, it
Days.
depends on what kind of flowers are there and such.
All of them.
You can just
It would be a
pluck
little
some and take
difficult.
with you.
It would be difficult for you, Talah, because you do know that there is a very famous greenhouse that is rumored to have samples of almost any kind of flora in it here. They do have, it's sponsored by the university that is in the High Ward, and they do a lot of their druidic work there, developing new crops so that they can grow food more efficiently, things like think Monsanto, but not evil, right? And with magic. That's what happens a lot there. So lots of research, lots of plant work, lots of that kind of stuff happens.
Who's Monsanto?
You don't want to know. It'll make you horribly depressed.
All right, Googling that after session.
Good for you. You won't thank me.
I mean, I already don't thank you.
Yeah, I know. Why
Well,
did I kill the
now
one
we
person who's
definitely
nice
have to
me's
see that
character?
greenhouse.
Yeah, we definitely do. Talah needs like a week or a month in there. Maybe a year.
Okay. So, you guys are able to navigate to the Enchanted Enclave without too much trouble. You do notice the shifts as once you leave the Bronze District or the Brass District that you're in, or Brass Neighborhood, and step into the Old Forest Park. It is a well-maintained but still very natural park. There are walkways. There's lots of people. You guys can see druids. You can see the tops of that very shiny glass greenhouse. I'll say it's up in this section, but it's not really along your way. So you can see it and you know it's there. It's kind of like you knew the Splendiferous experience was in the neighborhood, so you know this is here as well. There's no way Talah wouldn't have known that existed. But yeah, and then the obvious transition into the High Ward. The High Ward has lots of shops, lots of restaurants, some higher end like condos, apartments, and homes. There is also the university. That's this tile up here is the university. So you're just outside of campus. But yeah, you make it to this building. It's kind of an older building, wood construction, and you smell the building before you get there because it smells of burnt wood and charcoal. So yeah, as you get up to it, the Enchanted Enclave, there's a sign that bears many scorch marks on it. The front door looks rather new, as if it had been recently replaced, and you see scorch marks on the wood framing around the door. But I'd say it's probably about 10 a.m. by the time you get there. But yeah, you get there. The little sign that says "Come in, we're open" has been flipped to open. And there you go.
Go inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so if it's a woman
Yes.
behind the desk, things are going to be fine. If it's a man behind the desk, let's see, they say to bring a fire resistance potion.
I don't have that, but maybe we can talk our way out of it then?
Well, we'll see.
Before flames start to rise?
We'll see.
Let's just try.
Okay.
So enter.
So we're inside. What's up?
Give me a
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
1,
900.
2,
Alright,
Talah's
so-
coming for you.
Nah.
Behave yourself. So you guys walk in. There are several secure cases around the room with various magical items in them. You do also see a scroll stand with multiple spell scrolls in them, as well as sitting behind the counter is a let's see, she would be a kind of a middle-aged woman, nicely dressed, curly, long black hair with some red highlights in it, sitting at the desk.
Hello there, pretty lady.
Why, hello to you as well, pretty lady yourself. Welcome to the Enchanted Enclave. How can I help you?
Well, I'm really hoping you can help my friend here. He's looking for a very special sword. And gestures towards Nate.
No. Don't say that very loudly. Which sword are you here for?
Again, gestures towards Nate.
So, good day. It's sword. My Elvish is a bit rusty. Elena Sul Star of the Real?
Yeah, no, quiet. If my uncle hears that you're after my father's sword, he will kill you. What? I thought it's on the website, not to ask about the sword.
It
What?
is? Let me
Yeah.
just check.
Gobx, why didn't you say that?
I didn't go on the website. I looked at reviews.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's my father's sword. He's been gone a while, and Uncle Vincent's very protective of it. So I'm sorry, it's not for sale. We have several other items and scrolls that are available though.
That do the same thing?
Well, no. I mean, my father's sword is rather unique and, you know,
Yeah,
has the spirit of a god
unfortunately
trapped in it and all.
It has what?
Yeah, it's, well, not a god, more of an angel that serves a god, lives in the sword, or its spirit was bound into it upon its creation. my dad's best friend. That's who
Wow.
Elena Sul is. It's the angel that was.
Oh,
You came here asking for it and you don't even
okay.
know.
My
Okay.
understanding,
Well-
it was just a sword that killed Faye real good.
Oh,
it-
yes, it is quite good at that. Elana Sul was slain by a Fey Lord. And whenever she was brought before the god that she served, she asked to have her soul reincarnated or reforged into a weapon capable of destroying even the strongest Fey.
Well,
That is
that's amazing, and sadly, exactly what we need.
Look, I realize, sometimes you can get into an argument. The local elf guy, you owe him money. Maybe he's hitting on your pretty orc or half orc friend over there.
What?
You don't need a sword like this to deal
Well,
with a local bully.
You're not entirely wrong, but
I have a good nose for
it's
things
more
like this.
serious than that. The
what's
Fey in question is actually the Heart of Winter.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's really up to you if you want to talk to him, but I just asked it if you do, be really nice. We just bought a new door.
I'll keep him on his best behavior.
Keep me on my best behavior. What?
Just go with it.
So she there's a set of stairs that go upstairs that's right next to it, and she kind of skips up them real quick. And you can hear talking. You hear a very gravelly, crabby voice coming downstairs. And coming down the stairs now is this incredibly thin, hobbled over person who, the best way to describe him is, you used to think Abraham was the oldest thing you've ever seen that was alive. Yeah, Abraham looks like he's in his early teens compared to this guy. Incredibly old, bent over, black with lots of shots of gray and white through his hair and his really scraggly beard. You can see these fading red scales running down the side of his neck and out his sleeves onto the back of his hands as this hobbled ancient sorcerer comes hobbling down the stairs. Let's see who would see it. Abraham, give me an Arcana check. It's not hard for you to pick out what he's carrying because it's something almost every wizard knows of. He is carrying a staff of the Magi, so you can tell just by the way he carries himself and the feeling and the equipment he's got. Probably not the best guy to make angry. You're not sure if anybody who's strong enough to have that item and keep it away from people is probably pretty darn strong. So just you're a little nervous seeing him. He goes, "All right, which one of you idiots is asking for my brother's sword?"
Good day, sir.
What's good about it? Hmm?
Nothing bad has happened, so it's a good day.
Yet.
Yes, sure. Well, first of all, we are inquiring about the sword because we have an issue with a very particular Fae, a very strong one, and I just so happen to have some information about this sword, and I don't know if there's an equal to it I could perhaps gain instead.
Equal. There's nothing that's equal to this sword in all of existence that I know of. And I know a lot! Maybe if you'd read more, you'd understand this. You don't just walk into a man's house and ask for the most powerful weapon that's ever... And Victoria puts her hand, Uncle, they have a need. And I think Ellen O'Soul would be willing. Oh, who makes you think that she would be willing to do that? Huh? Who's this big evil fae that you've got to deal with, huh?
It happens to be the Heart of Winter.
He actually straightens up a little bit. What's he have to do with this?
I'm not entirely sure why and what his purpose with it all is, but he kidnapped my my friend over here, Talah.
He pushes you. He steps behind the counter and pushes you to the side, and he comes up to Talah.
Hi.
Lean down.
What?
Lean down. I can't see your face. You're taller than me.
Okay.
As you lean down, these rough, ragged old hands just grab the side of your face on both sides.
Ow.
Shut up. Kind of turns your face, not so gently. Turns it the other way, not so gently. Yeah, it's the nose and the eyes.
What?
Yep, you look like her. That's why he's after you. And he kind of lets you go.
I look like who?
Alana Sewell.
Huh?
You look like Elena Sewell.
Like the angel whose spirit is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. See, that old frosty bastard wanted to make her the first Soul of Summer. And she said no. And then he killed her. What about you, boy? Why do you want the sword?
Looks a bit sheepishly around on the people around him.
What,
and
you think,
wonders...
look, it's a sword. It doesn't require testicles to wield it. Why can't she do it? It's not like there's a weird slot in the hilt.
Maybe she can. It's a long story, but in short, in a vision I had, I slayed the Heart of Winter with it.
That's a really weird wet dream, kid.
Yes, I agree.
Immediately a pained face on Talah.
Didn't he also target you?
Did he now?
Well,
oh, yep, he did. Turn around. Take off your clothes.
Nate was already about to, show his back.
Disrobe. Nate's prepared to take his clothes off.
He was ready to strip.
Abraham, you know that he cast Detect Magic?
I don't care. He's his guard. I was going to say, Abraham's like, it's my spirit animal.
Here's the thing, though, Abraham. Because you're kind of watching, you can tell based off the way his eyes changed that Detect Magic was cast, but he didn't use any material components. He also did not do any of the somatics. So,
of course, he had to focus.
Well, he subtle cast it. He subtle casts everything. So,
sure.
But yeah. So again, it's another thing. He's casually casting subtle cast sorcerer magic, which again is giving you this dude. Right, he may look weird and be almost as grumpy as I am, but he's slinging it. He's got it.
No, his demeanor towards the group of not taking their shit is just like, okay, he's let's see what he does. Abraham's guard is dropped. Abraham's guard is dropped around this guy.
Abraham loves him.
So he grabs you, Nate, and he kind of spins you around. Come on, take it off. Victoria, close your eyes in case he's not wearing underpants. You don't need to see that,
What?
young lady. Take it off. I want to see the mark.
I am.
Well, hurry up.
I am wearing underpants.
Do you see how old I am? I could die any minute now. Come on.
Spit spot.
And Nate is in his underpants.
All right. He goes, yep. He's got good calves, doesn't he? He says that to you, Talah, and kind of elbows you. Yeah. Walks a lot. Yeah. Reminds me of my brother. Anyways, youngin, you with the book. Come here.
So turn to Abraham.
Yeah, he was doing that to Abraham.
Hey, what?
Come here.
What?
Don't what me, young man. Get over here.
No, I am over here. What? It's like standing next to him. I was like, you called me over here. What? Don't what me. What?
All right. What do you think of this? What's it look like to you?
It looks like a seal.
Right.
Like
Tell
a
me,
sort of
what-
like
what-
key or a lock or something like that. He's intricately designed in order to be a part of whatever binding between him and the spirit of winter or some sort of mystical prophecy.
Yeah. I think it's also tracking him, right?
Well, of course, that binding is obviously going to bring him to him.
Yeah.
I mean, the Heart of
Hey,
Summer
I'm not
did-
talking to you, and he slaps you on the back of the head. You be quiet. I'm
Ow.
thinking. All right.
Is there anything on here that could help us reverse, at least track on to where he's at in return? If we could just you find out where the Heart of Winter is, maybe we could just stay one step ahead of him till we get this figured out.
Are you assisting him in his Arcana check to understand what this mark does?
Yes, we're bullshitting old men, just like we're talking about the engine. What's broke? It sounds like this. Can we do this with it to increase the power? I don't know. Drill a hole here, smooth it out like this.
I didn't mean not to have that go to, or I meant to have that not go to you guys, but you can see, yeah, Vincent just rolled a nat 20 on an Arcana check, so he goes, all right, Victoria, under my bed, go get the, yes, I know what you need, Uncle, yeah, thank you, please do. She goes upstairs, and she comes back downstairs with a glove, it's just the glove for his right hand. No.
Meeny, miny, mo.
I wonder.
Where my gloves
Sorry,
will go.
by the toe.
Yeah. So he puts on. It's an ornately carved, but it's an old leather glove, gauntlet style glove, and he puts it on. And he goes, "Yeah, all right. Let's see how this works." And he is going to cast Dispel Magic at 9th level.
Oh, wow. You did more than my idea. I approve.
Let's see how this roll goes.
Assist.
14.
Guidance.
Look, you can't do that on that. Okay, yep, it's still enough. So one of the things that you've always noticed, Nate, is you can, like, if you stop for a second, you can kind of feel that the mark on your back, you can feel it pulsing, right? Kind of like a burn. You can just kind of feel it, kind of like your pulse in it. That fades. You feel that fade. The kind of reddishness of it, it's kind of like, it kind of looked like an angry scar. That kind of fades, and now it's just a scar on his back. The magic nature of it has dissipated. Well, that should help you.
But that doesn't change any soul bindings that may be upon him. That's just the magical ones. If his prophecy his fate is destined to be met with this creature, he is still going to find it.
Yeah. Now turn around and look at me, kid. He grabs you and spins you
Yes?
around. Yeah.
May I put on my pants now?
We didn't need you to take your pants off.
I don't even know why he did it. Kids,
Your mark on your back is all we... Why?
right? Exactly. Right.
So, if he's going to be tracked by this powerful fae,
Well,
he
not
needs a
anymore.
weapon in order... Well, not tracked, but he's destined to meet him at some point. Maybe not in the next week, as this mark may have led him to be, but maybe in a few years. He's going to need something to fight it.
Make you a deal. You're not ready for her yet. In fact, if you were to try to draw her out of her scabbard, it'd kill you.
Well, maybe they should have a meeting, at least. Better hold her.
Well,
I mean, if everything goes as we saw, which I hope not, but kind of do, then we do have a specific date, or at least sometime when it happens.
Could we jump him? Just all line wait on that day?
Vicky,
Would be awesome.
you know the code for the dimension. Go step in and talk to her and see what she thinks. All right, Uncle. And she takes 2 steps and vanishes into thin air, behind the counter. Well, that'll probably take her about 10 minutes or so. Well, look around, buy something. Think this place is free?
No,
I
of
would-
course.
Do you think I'm not sure anybody could take it from you? What? Free?
No, I meant like you're in my place of business. Look at the stuff I've got for sale.
Well, what do you have for sale? You start browsing.
So, there are a couple things. There is a celestial prism, which is a small prism that can be activated as an action. It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. While it's active, you get advantage on perception checks, and celestial beings are inclined to offer guidance to you when you seek it. They also have an ethereal cloak. As a bonus action, you can gain the incorporeal movement trait until the end of your turn. So you can move through objects and creatures as if they were difficult terrain. You can use it a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and it's regains on a long rest. There's a Phoenix Feather Quill. It's a quill that never runs out of ink and grants advantage on persuasion checks made through writing. Additionally, any written words with this quill are considered magically imbued with a subtle enchantment, such as a charm or a compulsion effect. Arcane Compass. While holding this compass, you can use an action to detect the presence of magic within 1 mile of you. The compass always points to the nearest direct source of magical energy.
Or compass in this place.
Yeah, so it just spin in this place. The Aurora Amulet gives you resistance to cold damage, advantage on dex throws, and you can cast Dancing Lights at will. There's another locket there. Once per long rest, you can cast a Dream spell without expending a spell slot. You must have a Vial of Enchanted Essence, which is part of the locket, to cast the spell. There's a special music box there that when you concentrate on it and use and play it for 1 minute, you can cast Calm Emotions or Sleep without any of the verbal or somatic components. And you do use a spell slot when you do that. There's an hourglass that once per day you can cast Time Stop, and you must finish a long rest before you can use it again. There's a scepter that allows you to cast Control Winds as if the spell once per day. And then there's a mirror that lets you cast Scrying without expending a spell slot. Again, that one refreshes at dawn. And then in the scroll case, there's a scroll of Fireball, a scroll of Fly, a scroll of Invisibility, Hold Person, Counterspell, Dimension Door, Protection from Energy, Phantom Steed, Conjure Elemental, and Greater Invisibility.
That's a lot.
So yeah, they've got
Other-
all that.
Are there price tags on the things?
Mm-hmm.
I need to ask how much is the hourglass?
The hourglass is 10,000 gold.
Yeah, I expected it was more than I had. Let's see.
How much is the quill?
The quill is 3,000 gold.
Oh,
How much are level 4 scrolls? Does it have a general price tag, or is it?
It would be, so it depends on the spell. They can be anywhere from 1 to 5,000 gold. For Dimension Door, it'd be about 2,000 gold for that scroll.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
did
that's
the
right,
quill
we're level
do again?
7 now.
it never
Never
runs out
runs.
of ink. That's the main thing that drew Talah in.
I don't need the quill. That's all the extra benefits the quill gives, like the enchantment stuff. Would be the only thing that would interest Abraham. He's already got a magic quill.
Talah doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Talah would like to be able to work on her journal and such without running out of ink.
So as you guys are kind of looking at everything, Victoria steps back into reality. She goes, the gentleman with the nice calves and the mark on his back, is your name Nathaniel?
Yes.
Okay. Uncle, this is the person you've been waiting for, but she says it's not time yet. Well, if she says it's not time, then it's not time. Get the hell out. And he begins to walk upstairs.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, you're not the only person who has visions, and you may be the one, she believes you're the one that is destined to help her gain her ultimate revenge, but she says you're not ready yet. I don't know what you need to do to be ready. She just says that you're not ready yet.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Gonna need a montage. Even
Maybe it's
Rocky
gonna
had
cost
a
me an arm and a
montage.
leg.
I didn't quite hear what you said there.
Maybe it
I was just
requires
making
him
a
missing
joke.
an arm and a leg.
I'm
No,
not really sure.
it's gonna
but-
cost me an arm and a leg.
Ah,
Oh,
same difference.
yeah, that's what women will do to you. But
Jesus, man.
because well, it is all Talah's fault. But the point is, she goes, yeah. So we'll hold on to it. She's perfectly safe with us. She's not going anywhere. But yeah, she'll let us know when it's time, and we'll let you know.
Well, that sounds perfect.
Would you
Do
need
Do you
anything
my
else?
information?
Well, we're still looking at the items you guys have on sale. The one amulet cast a dream spell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Dreamweaver's Locket. That one's 4,500.
Okay.
I mean, I have some money if you need.
How much is it?
The locket?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4,500 gold.
Yeah, okay, I can't afford that. Yeah, it does look like most of the things are out of our price range right now, but it is good stuff.
Oh, yes. You can always check back about every week or two. Uncle goes out somewhere. I don't even know where, and he comes back with more items.
Interesting.
Can I ask about some stuff you might have?
I mean, everything you see on the shelves is our current inventory.
Oh, okay. But maybe some stuff you could get? I don't know how this works.
I mean, for us, we procure only like super rare items and things like that. And we put them on display for 2 weeks, and then if they're not purchased in that time frame, they go up for auction, and we refresh our stock. So it's kind of, you've got what we've got. We don't really make items here, so it's not always. I mean, we could try to keep an eye out for something specific, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Dad was the one who could make items. Uncle doesn't make them. He just kills things and takes them. I hope it's things. It could. I'm pretty sure it's things, not people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's hope that.
It's the cheaper way of doing business.
Yeah, the overhead is really low.
Especially when they don't have any heads.
Yeah, I don't want you and my uncle being friends. Because
it's already too late. We have a bond now.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that, actually, because the two of you put together, he doesn't need encouragement, right?
Yeah, just let him know that I have a proto-spell book from a place called the Ethereum Sanctum. I'm sure he'll want to see me soon enough.
Yeah, he's not big for books, which is odd. He just does magic.
There's information in here even he would want to see.
Maybe. He's kind of grumpy these days. But yeah, feel free to stop by anytime you'd like to.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay.
Bye!
Everybody's beginning to walk out. Talah, do you lag behind?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the last one to the door, and what would you like to do?
Turn around, walk back to Vicky, I think it was.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Do you want to go out?
Yeah, no.
Yep. Oh, yes, dear?
I have to ask, do I really look that much like Elena Sul?
Oh, the cheekbones, the nose, definitely the eyes.
Maybe
It's
the
not a
ass
bad
a little
thing.
bit.
It's not a bad thing. Was very pretty. Oddly enough, you also look like a lady we saw. I want to say about 10 years ago, we had someone that looked very similar to you come through.
Furbolg?
Mm-hmm. Do you... Oh, what was her name? Because she came in looking for materials to break a curse, and we didn't really have anything at the time.
Was her name Laurel?
I'll be honest with you, I can't remember. I don't know if we got to the point of having names. I just know that she had a very sad look on her face and was very kind. And even my uncle was nice to her.
Do you have any idea where she went after visiting?
We couldn't find an answer for her, so I believe we referred her to go visit that since we didn't have the materials and whatnot, and since curses are a little bit better handled by religious people, we pointed her in the direction of the necromancy ward. So maybe there's someone there, something there that might have more information for you.
Anywhere specific in the ward?
Well, I mean, if I were in her shoes, I would have gone to the Great Mausoleum. That's where all the different shrines to the gods were, so you could find some pretty strong clerics in that area.
Thanks. That was something I needed to hear.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, now that Uncle's seen you guys and talked to you, he can communicate and find you guys pretty easily. So, if we get word that it's the right time for your friend with the nice feet to have the sword, we'll reach out.
She's got a foot fetish.
No, he's got a pedicure, man. He takes care of his feet. It's important.
You know, as a hunter, you're on your feet a lot. Gotta make sure it's nice.
Yeah, my dad was big on that, right? He's like, make sure you take care of your feet and your shoes because you'll spend all day on them. If you go cheap on your shoes, you will get sores, and then it will be difficult for you to talk. He talked like that. He was always pontificating, but he's a good man. Anything else I can? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your dad, is he gone or?
He's been gone for about, what would it be? It'll be 20 years in June. Little young, but you know, things happen. I didn't quite understand why a champion of a god like he was would be taken, but he just said it. You know, different things happen, and times are times, and he took comfort in the fact that Uncle Victor was going to be here to take care of me. Which, let me tell you what, that put some strain on a teenage girl having him as your guardian. It made it really hard to get a date to prom. So, yeah. But yeah, never stops hurting though.
Yeah, believe it or not, I know what it feels like.
I kind of had a feeling. Here, she slides you 3 greater healing potions on the house.
Really?
Yeah, go take care of the boys. They always get in trouble without us to keep our eyes on them.
I feel like I'm the one that gets them in trouble.
Well, that's half the fun of it. What's good getting it? What's good about having boys around to be in trouble if you don't get them into the trouble in the first place?
Well, I don't know. Oh, hi, Nate.
Hey.
He doesn't know he doesn't understand it's not polite to take your clothes off in front of women, and he doesn't know that it's impolite to walk into a conversation of 2 ladies, does he?
I'm pretty
He
sure he
does.
didn't know.
He still has some
What?
training to do.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry. I'll go.
No. I don't need to train him. No one needs to train him.
Sweetheart, every man needs to be trained by somebody. What do you want, young man? What can I do for you?
Yeah. So, can I get that quill?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
You need a quill?
It's 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
Whew.
Here you go.
There you go. I've messaged you directly the exact description of it, and you are in possession of 1 phoenix feather quill.
Thank you very much. And
so just to be
Nate
clear,
is,
with that, any written words created with this or considered blah, blah, blah. What that means is, like, if you write a letter trying to convince somebody to do something or to tell them to do something, it will have a greater impact.
Awesome. Nate is gonna pick it up and smile at the girl, and then look over at Talah, put it in her hand, and walk outside again.
Pip, what?
You need it.
Perhaps he doesn't need as much training as I thought. You'd better catch up. Don't want him leaving you behind.
Training. as I start running after Pip.
I do. Train me, Nate.
Sure.
Yes, Daddy, please. I'm sorry.
Harder,
No.
Daddy.
Don't hit the boy. It's my turn. Whip me. I can take it. No, Daddy. Whoa. No,
that's actually my name.
My
It's
name is
pronounced
pronounced
Daddy.
Daddy. All right. So yeah, you guys are standing outside of the Enchanted Enclave. And what would you guys like to do?
Pip, thank you, but why?
Now you don't have to worry about running out of supplies, at least not riding supplies.
Okay.
Yeah. Your journal is very important. Not just for yourself, but to me as well.
And we're walking.
Yes.
And talking.
And we're going to S&J.
I
On the
felt,
way.
like it was perfect for you. I mean, it would be even better if it had some planned markings on it.
It's a phoenix feather.
I know.
That's cool on its own, but it was super expensive.
Well, yeah, it costs some money, but it's invaluable. Like, it's never going to run out. You never have to spend money on more ink and whatnot.
Unless I lose it.
You're not going to lose it.
I always lose stuff.
He stares at you with his
And-
fingers like you will not lose it.
And I picked them up for you. You're not going to lose it.
Excellent.
Maybe
you guys-
make a quill holder you wear around your neck. Carry it with you close to your heart.
So you guys have this conversation as you guys head into the central
Mhm.
ward. Quick. Reminds me. So yeah, it's not hard for you guys to make your way. Once you get in the central ward, everything's laid out kind of in a very easy to get around. One thing I do want as note that I do want perception checks from everybody as you guys start to enter or start to walk up towards S&J Associates.
Perception. There. I don't see shit.
Jesus, Roscoe. I guess he has a bird's eye view.
Oh.
He said everybody, and I have a character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, technically, was not supposed to have advantage. I can't turn advantage off on that character sheet you gave me. That special one that's supposed to be
Is
hers.
does it have it in a cogwheel? If you go there, and then on the right side,
Cogwheel.
the advantage
Mm-mm.
roll queries.
Roll
Does
queries.
it say? Yeah. On the right, you have character sheet type, and then underneath that, what does it say there?
Always
does it
roll
say-
advantage. Roll query.
Exactly. Then you go to advantage toggle, and then that's set. Shouldn't always roll advantage anymore.
There it is. Okay.
So Nate, are you gonna roll?
Yes.
There we go. It still did it.
What?
Yeah, I have advantage. I have it. I have normal selected.
That's weird.
Anyways,
That's really weird.
so Roscoe's gonna see it, and he's gonna notice because it's out of place. He notices a very strange building, and that's gonna draw your attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
Lily's gonna notice it because it's a word that she knows, but she doesn't know what it means. And Nate, you're gonna notice it just because it sticks out like a sore thumb. Right about here on this corner, as you guys are coming down, you're coming down this way. On this north corner across the street from SJ Associates, there's a odd, just like there's all these buildings and office buildings and stuff like that. And then in its own lot is a like 1950s diner named Pie of the Beholder.
Oh,
So you do
God.
notice Pie of the Beholder is still in existence, and it is still right on this corner.
Yes.
So you do hear, Abraham, you hear in your mind, Opa, what is this pie?
It's a flaky pastry. Pastries of bread. Here, you can share the thought with her, and it's filled with a variety of confectionaries, fruits, sometimes meats, sometimes both.
I would like these pies at some point.
Well, we just had breakfast not too long ago. We'll swing back by on our way out for lunch, okay?
As you wish, Opa. I'm not hungry. I can wait.
Okay. Here's a good girl. Let's go inside and meet this new friend of ours.
So, yeah, as you guys come in to this building, it's very much like what you'd imagine a Wall Street skyscraper to be like. Lots of glass, very clean, very minimalistic. And there is a security desk at the front as you guys come in. There's just a middle-aged dude just sitting there.
As he does.
And then the elevators are behind him.
Does the card specify a specific place or just the building?
It has the address of the place, and it's got Sean's name on it.
Okay. Well, security it is. Excuse me?
So, yeah, how can I help you?
We're looking for, what's it say here? A guy named Sean? But here, and just shows the card instead.
Oh, one of those. Do you have an appointment?
We weren't aware we needed one. We've been in contact with them.
Okay, well, this gentleman doesn't work here.
Oh.
He generally, this is basically gives you permission or an easier way for you to talk to the boss.
Well, he did tell us to go here, so...
Okay. So the weird guy in the trench coat gave you this, said come here and mention his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lisa.
Yeah, we're also
yeah,
the ones that
I want
contact...
hold on. I want everybody to do an insight check when you say the name Nissa.
Oh, boy. I rolled...
You're pretty sure he peed a little. Oh, you know Miss Nissa too.
yeah, we were the ones that called about Katarina. Some stuff happened.
Okay. Well, I don't know about any of that. I just know that if you're associates of them, you probably need to go up. But let me call upstairs.
Right.
Sure thing.
And so you guys kind of step away, and you can overhear him. I was like, yeah, no, they've got the card. Yeah. Okay. No, they definitely look like people he'd associate with. No.
Fucking shade.
No, No, there's not a smell. There's not a smell.
Roll
Okay.
initiative, motherfucker!
Don't make me waste that spell I cast on you.
All right. Yeah, I'll send them on up. Yeah, if you guys could, the second elevator is the express elevator. It takes you up to the top 3 floors. Miss Sarendel's secretary will be waiting for you.
How express are we talking? Like, do we need to hold on?
No, why would?
Okay.
It's an elevator.
Okay.
No, just go ahead, please.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there's 3 different elevators, and there's one that has kind of a silver outline to it. That's the one that dings and opens up as you guys approach it.
Okay.
But there are no controls on the outside for that, so only security can unlock that one for you.
My, would sure be a shame if some sort of hot dog vendor decided to come visit right now.
Why would you want that?
I don't. It's just no controls on the outside. This whole thing's.
It's nice
It's-
music, though.
Yeah, and when you step in, it's only up or down. They're the only 2 buttons.
Down. No.
Up.
Okay, you hit the up
Correct.
button.
This is the ground floor.
Yeah, it is the ground floor, so up is
Up.
the only button that's going to do anything. Good deal. Good job. Proud of you all. He's here. We have our Othokent. He made it.
We're in an elevator.
Great.
And we need to be proud.
They managed to make it to a store, not get incinerated by Vincent, get some information about the sword, and now you're at the S&J Associates, which is Sarendel's company. Well, yeah, that's a nice way to put it. It's her company. So yeah, it's about a 2-minute ride to the top because it is a very large building. And a couple moments later, ding, elevator doors open. There is a well-dressed, like in that kind of suit skirt combo, secretary, an elf woman is standing there. He goes, excellent. You're here to see Miss Serendale?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Come this way, please. And you can see as you guys are walking through this kind of lobby area, you see different meeting rooms that kind of have glass walls, so you can see into them. You can see various people meeting with various people, having conversations, things like that. You get to a circular stairwell that goes up, kind of one of those spiraling staircases, and she leads you up those stairs, and you get to a very luxurious front lobby in front of a dark wood paneled wall with a very fancy like dual doors on the other side of it. And she goes, "You can wait right here," and points to the couch. Opposite of the couch, something you guys cannot miss is a 10-foot by 15-foot tall painting of a tiefling. Rugged jawline, polished horns, kind smile on his face, wearing a suit, rather well built. For my players, this is Jimmy Two Toes, but
Yay.
it's like if you had like the rose tinted goggles view of him, right? Because you guys knew he was a fat, round dude, broken horn, wasn't very clean, kind of smelled funny. But this is like the romance. If somebody took a picture of him and said, "Draw this guy as a romance novel person," that's what's painted there.
Someone
course.
did a picture of his heart.
Yes.
When
Yes.
Sure.
when it would show on the outside, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. After that chick ripped his heart out. and threw it against
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, the secretary has you guys sit down, and she goes into the office, and then a few moments later, she steps out and goes, "Oh, Miss Sarandel is ready to see you."
Appreciate it.
Yep. And you guys walk into this office. It is kind of the corner penthouse office. Lots of glass, so you can kind of see out. You can see out across the kind of square. You can see the Tower of Gilgamesh. You can see past it. You can see the entire outline of the river as it goes down. You can actually, because the building's tall enough, you can almost see all the way down to where the river joins the bay. And you think maybe if you were just a little bit higher, you might even be able to see the edge of the wall where Neap is. So it's a little unnerving for several of you because this is the highest off the ground you've ever been. So a little bit of that vertigo.
Is it taller than Ikavorzana?
It's not taller than Ikavorzana, but you guys were on a plateau and then got thrown off, right?
Yeah, so we've seen the height.
Right. It's still different, right? Because that was, it's a giant mountain, right? And a big platform. You're in a room, this was built by a person. So it's different, right? But yeah, it's not as tall as Ikavorzana. Good call. But yeah, as you enter this room, there's a large, nice desk, comfy chairs. There's, one of those glass refrigerators where you can see drinks inside, like water, sodas, that kind of stuff. And then standing up from behind the desk is, you can tell she's an older elf. But again, being an elf, it's kind of that ageless face. But dressed in what you would expect a widow to wear to a funeral, right? Dressed in black, somewhat of a mourning veil almost over her eyes from the hat that she's got in her hair. Her long pink hair has been put up in a tight bun, and she stands up and walks over and goes, "Oh, well, you're an interesting lot, aren't you?"
Hi.
Hope so.
So
Good day.
you met a interesting person in a trench coat, is my understanding.
Yes.
And
Well-
I very quickly saw a gnome on a boat.
And we also talked to a gnome on a phone. Apparently
Yep.
from here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Nissa. Oh, you were the ones who called in about Katarina.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's
Yes.
why Cindy is out there. My normal assistant, Jeffrey, he's still recovering. It took quite a bit of healing to put his face back together.
Sorry.
Oh, that's not your fault. That's just how Nissa is. So, first time in the city?
Yes.
Mhm.
Very overwhelmed.
Yes.
Understandable. Let me ask, what kind of a reputation do you all have? Have you stepped on any toes? Any enemies, organizations, dragons that are angry with you? Anything I need to know about before I consider your employment?
Oh,
Let's see. There's a bounty hunter that really hates our guts, but I think he hates everyone.
That describes almost every bounty hunter, yes.
Does the name Carrie ring a bell?
Person I dated in high school name was Carrie.
I don't remember his last name, guys.
His full name is Neffel Carrion.
Doesn't ring a bell. So, let me ask this. What are you all good at?
Murder.
I know a lot about plants and animals.
tracking?
Tracking,
Also
plants,
shoot real good.
murder. Okay. All right.
Dr. Othokent, both medical doctor and magical healer.
Interesting. Yes, I could see why he would send you to me. Well, have you guys? Do you guys have a permanent place to stay yet?
We
No.
do not.
How are you on funding?
Don't have any.
I have money on me.
So, no place to live, no form of employment, no name or reputation for yourselves, no friends, no enemies.
Oh, we
No.
have enemies. Niflcarian's coming for us.
He's
Okay.
a big one. What was it that he was?
Uh, nearly on par with Gilgamesh. If it's hard to
He's
take
one
down.
of 5 parts.
Yes, one of
Do
5
you
parts of the
know
broken Gilgamesh.
Lindarel?
I'm sorry, young man. What did you say? Nate, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, do you know the name a Lindarel?
No, that's not familiar to me.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell you a
Well,
little bit about S&J. We are the world's foremost provider of services of various types. With the nature of the world we live in, sometimes you need an exterminator for rats. Sometimes you need an exterminator for hobgoblins. Sometimes you need to find a lost cat. Sometimes you need to find a lost ancient relic. And we provide those services.
Is that what
So,
Katarina was doing?
yes, she was working for one of our old clients. Yes. So he had issued a contract for the retrieval of the map in question. So the way this works is somebody comes to us with a request. They tell us their price. We take 10% of that price, and the rest of it's given to you. So we are the go-between between job havers and job needers. And the gentleman you ran into was once worked for my now departed business associate. You saw his painting outside. And he has an eye for talent. So if he sees somebody that he believes could be beneficial to us and vice versa, he sends them to me. So, how soon are you looking to work?
Sort of looks around at the others at this point.
We sort of have specific needs, and if we can match those needs to the work at hand, that would be beneficial.
Okay. Do you need money to meet these needs?
Very likely, yes, given...
Excellent. Well, then I have jobs that can meet those specific needs. In fact, I actually have one that I'm looking for, group. He's an interesting client. One that it'd be a good test to see what you're capable of, but also, if you fail, it won't exactly upset me. Yes, I believe you should. Yes, let's assign you the Armand job.
The Armand job?
Mm-hmm. It's a job, looks like, based off the information he gave, it is a simple fetch and return type job for Armand de la Fontaine. A gentleman that is a information broker of sorts. He lives on, or I should say his office is on the southwestern side of the Black Dragon ward, right up against the Green Dragon ward. He's offering 12,000 gold plus other accommodations. Does that sound interesting?
Oh,
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a grab?
Yes, he said that there's an item that he is wanting retrieved from a specific location. We generally don't get more details than that. So you will go and meet him. He will give you all the details, and then you can finalize the acceptance of the job there.
It's not like stealing from someone.
You know, most of the clients, I'll be honest with you, they're usually by any means necessary. So it's up to you if you're willing to do what it takes to do what they need you to do.
I mean, we can check it out for sure.
I've got 3 other groups who could do this job.
If nothing else, it's a way of earning money, which we do need. So
Excellent. Here's the address. The address is for a studio office right here. Oh, and he was hoping to have somebody stop by today. So I've got another job coming up soon that I think maybe, if you guys can handle this, might be another one for you, and it'll pay triple what this one pays. So go do a good job. As long as I get a good report from Armand, maybe we bring you on officially, make you one of our assignment groups, and can continue to do business. And maybe if there's things above and beyond gold that you're after, we'll see what we can do with that.
all right.
Big town, big money.
I do have a question, if you don't mind. It's unrelated to the job, though. Was there a big storm in the city like a few nights ago? Like big old thundercloud?
No, not that I'm aware of.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, weather's been typical.
Appreciate that.
Excellent. Well, my secretary will see you out, and just let us know when the job is done, and we'll take it from there.
Just waiting for
you
Nate to
were
get a response on his
you
side.
were before me. I wanted to click it too. I'm gonna do it.
As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Fine.
Ugh.
But yeah, as you guys go outside, the secretary hands you the official offer sheet, the employer, type of job, pre-negotiated amount of payment is it's 13,500 gold, and then it shows you their percentage cut, and then you guys getting 12,000. There's an additional $500 or 500 gold fee for first time job.
So I'll say just because we're not associated with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a freelance. They could call it a freelance fee.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely something. Well, she didn't know anything about Carrie, so that's a good thing. Also means we don't know if he's been here.
Well, he's able to dominate a powerful ancient dragon. His ability to force people to lie would be very great.
That is also true, yes. So, I presume we're out of the room now.
Yeah, you guys have ridden down the elevator, and you guys are now standing outside the building.
So, do we want to do this job? It's money, and money seems what we need for, the stuff.
Sure, money is important. I never cared about money. The means to an end.
I've never really had as much money as I have on me right now. This is a weird feeling. But yeah, I do want more of it, and we need it for the thing. And hey, like she said, if we ended up going well with them, they might be able to hook us up. I imagine she has contacts that could, get the stuff we need.
Yeah. We just need to get this done and just keep our heads in the game. We have bigger things to concern ourselves with than the stealing of one minor artifact of questionable value.
Yeah.
And if we get our hands on it, we say, well, we need this more than they do. Well, executive decisions have to be made.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a way we can go about it. Do we want to head towards the tower and try to talk to, Big Woman? What do we want to go and meet this guy?
Yeah, it's like 1 or so in the afternoon at this point.
I think
Go ahead.
we need to keep our promise to Lily. No lunchtime and all that.
Yes, food
Pies.
is important. Yes, food.
Let's go get some pie.
Excellent. All right, so you guys are headed to the Pie of the Beholder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. So yeah, it's just after the main lunch rush, so it's not too busy. As you guys walk in, you are greeted by a 20-something-ish woman who has dreadlocks, dreadlock hair, blonde dreadlock hair pulled back behind her, and she's wearing the typical, 50s diner, waitress, loose-fitting skirt and apron. She's like, "Welcome to the Eye of the Beholder. How many?"
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
Excellent. Booth or table?
Table.
Okay. Right this way. And she turns around and begins to walk you to the table. Real quick. Perception checks from everybody, and perception checks.
Just plain old perception checks.
Mhm.
Also, can we get 2 booster seats?
Yes, dear. I'll get them for you.
Thank you.
Okay. You brought your bird inside?
It goes everywhere.
Okay. It's fine.
That's fine.
Still
Actually not,
doing
but-
it.
I don't get it.
I reloaded.
I don't understand.
Try and
Roscoe-
change the
Is
settings.
Abraham going to give us one?
We did. The very top there. Nice.
Oh, I thought that was the last one. Okay, so Abraham doesn't notice it. Nate, you'll notice it. Othokent will see it. Gobs, you'll see it. Talah will see it. Lily doesn't notice it. Roscoe doesn't notice it. Her dreadlocks, as they're pulled back, you realize at the end of the dreadlocks are closed eyes.
Oh no!
The beholder has bred.
I mean, yeah, he does. It's pie.
What kind of pie? Gobs?
Pie flavor.
Pie.
God damn.
Does anyone speak Abyssal?
Let me check. No.
No.
I don't think so.
I think I
No.
should, given the arm, but I don't.
You
No.
hear
So the arm is gonna snigger.
you can hear a deep, rumbly, bassy voice singing in the kitchen.
What's he saying?
Well,
Does
none of you guys speak Abyssal, so you don't know what.
How does the arm react at all?
No, Arm doesn't speak Abyssal.
The arm speaks
Ah.
void.
I mean, basically the same thing,
Yeah.
right?
The arm speaks the absence of language.
Yeah.
Patting the arm. Come on, boy, speak. Good boy.
It's horrifying.
All right, so you guys sit down.
The-
They're handed
Well, the
out.
question was like she's psionic naturally. Is he as a beholders are psionic in some fashion, some cases?
Mhm.
Is she reacting in anything to his presence, or is he not psionic in any way?
Nothing out of the ordinary is
Okay.
happening.
Is Nate sensing anything?
Portals, portels.
I'd
Fade.
say no. I think he's been here long enough that any residual planar stuff would have died off on him.
Either that or the whole building reeks.
Yeah, so she brings over the booster seats and hands menus to everybody. Lily and Gobs get the kids' menus and crayons to color on them.
I don't.
I just needed hide.
Oh, I apologize. That's so insensitive of me. Here you
If
go.
you don't want the coloring page, I want it.
Oh, yeah,
excellent. So she slides it over to Talah.
Thank you. I'm gonna start coloring.
I was half expecting Gobs not to argue at any one time. Just okay.
I am
Color
I'm gonna color.
22.
It's a coloring page.
I'm gonna color the coloring page.
Right. So, yeah, the typical diner food. I didn't come up with the menu this time around. Sorry.
Aww.
I've been busy. So yeah, various types of pies and whatnot. The first clue that I think Abraham would notice that something is odd is when she brings out the food. She brings all of it out at the same time, and one of her dreadlocks now has its eye open and is using telekinesis to help her carry all the plates out to everybody. So you can give me an Arcana check to see if you would get the gist of exactly what it is.
Oh boy.
Unspeakable pie. Sure, why not?
Abraham, I need an Arcana check, and I need a sleight of hand check. Okay, so yeah, you can tell that she's in some way tangentially related to a beholder, because that is her dreadlocks are actually beholder eye stalks that are pulled back like a ponytail. Yeah.
It's as she's using it, she's like, I'm going to use the green crayon. She's drawing on this blue.
Talah, give me a perception check. Your crayon starts to change colors, and you notice Abraham wiggling his fingers and muttering under his breath, so you know it was him.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you changing the colors of my crayons?
I am doing no such thing.
Yes, you are. You did the finger wiggle thing.
I have arthritis.
So why were you muttering under your breath then?
I mutter under my breath. I'm old.
It wasn't your usual old guy noises.
How do you know?
Which are really cute, by the way.
What are you hitting on me for? You got a boyfriend? Points at Nate.
What? I don't have a boyfriend.
Wait, what?
He's just a very close friend.
Why are you so red? Why are you so red when I bring this up and you're ducking your head and playing with your hair at the same time? I know the signs.
So, Lily, this here's what we call a polyamorous relationship. They're all.
Wait, no.
What? I'm confused, Auntie Gobs. I thought we all loved each other.
We do.
Why are you explaining such things to the child?
Because they're fighting in front of her.
I'm not fighting. I'm just.
In the middle of this conversation,
I'm gonna go back to coloring.
Gorthok himself does come out from the kitchen. So Abraham, you can react as is appropriate as a beholder comes out of the back kitchen, wearing an apron and a chef's hat. And he is also using his telekinesis, and he is carrying 24 different kinds of pie. And he hovers over to you guys with this big, hideous, toothy smile with all these crooked teeth, and an abyssal is trying to talk to you.
I don't know if any one of us can understand you. I can read anything.
The girl comes over. Pop, I've told you, just get my attention, and I can translate for you. And he says something, and he
do something.
He says that he notices this is your first time here, and asks if you would like a sample of a pie for free.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a beholder here.
Yes.
Yes. Talah.
That's.
What did you did you not?
The play on words is apparent.
I just thought it was a play on words.
He says something. She goes, yes. He says, thank you for noticing that he's a parent. Yes, they realize I'm your daughter. I don't think that's what he meant, Dad. He looks confused, and he sets a pie down in front of each of you, and then he looks kind of sideways at Lily for a second, and he floats back, and he floats back out, and there's a mixing bowl in front of him, and he pours fresh whipped cream on Lily's, and he says, "Oh, that's for the pretty little dragon," is what he says. Extra.
Impressive.
Lily is currently still in the toddler form, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
the child form here.
Yeah.
He has
Oldest
true
have true
sight, most
seeing.
likely.
Yeah.
Still.
Yep. But yeah, so various different kinds of pies. For Lily, hers is a sweetmeat pie. For Gobs, you have chocolate peanut butter pie, s'mores pie for Nate. Talah, yours is a mint chocolate chip pie.
No mints. No mints.
You don't like mint? Too bad.
No, I get nauseous from mints.
Okay, well,
What's
Talah
with me?
doesn't. Nari does. Othokent, yours is a pumpkin pie. Abraham, yours is molasses.
A molasses pie.
Mm-hmm.
Old man pie.
Talah switches
I would
hers.
have taken a buttermilk pie too. That'd been good.
Just immediately flip.
Wait. Does Talah ignore the fact that Gobs wanted to switch with her?
Wait, Gobs wanted to?
Yeah. when you said you didn't like it, Gobs offered, but I think it was spoken over.
I think so. If in that case, I wouldn't just join Nate's. I would actually switch with you.
You have chocolate peanut butter instead.
Thank you. I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
I'm
And
not
this
a
is
big fan of
basically a
Reese's,
giant one.
but I'm not a big fan of Reese's, but I do like the off-brand ones.
Not fair.
The Reese's ones are too sweet.
This is very sweet. I can feel my teeth rotting as you speak. Takes another huge bite.
What is it you're eating?
Sugar baked into pie.
Mom.
Well, yeah.
What even
Mom.
is s'mores?
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, I've got the frosty stuff in my eye, and you look, and she has the whipped cream. It's all over her face. It's in her eye. It's in her hair. She's got some in her ear.
Prestidigitation, clean it off her face.
Oh.
There you go, little girl.
Oh, Pa, I didn't want it gone. I just wanted her to see.
Well, you can
Well,
do
I'm
it again,
sorry.
sweetie.
And now she's huffing.
I do. Never know
Is there any whipped cream left on her pie?
Oh, no. She'd gotten it all on her face.
When the food is so good, your whole face wants to taste.
Oh.
Excuse me, as I try to get the attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Could we have some more whipped cream over here?
You hear a clanging sound as soon as you say that, and flying through the window where food is supposed to go comes Gorthak. He kind of squeezes through it, and just looks so happy as he pours more whipped cream. And then he's floating there. Just kind of, he looks at the whipped cream, looks at Lily, looks at the whipped cream, looks at Lily, and then Lily actually leans over and gives him a kiss right on his chin, and then she dives into the whipped cream, and he actually turns a visible like a blushing red. You're more excited than we. You guys, Dad really likes you. I haven't seen him that happy in a while. We love when new people come to visit.
Yeah, it seems like a good place.
And she
Good
loves the
people here
whipped
too.
cream.
Who doesn't love whipped cream?
That's a very
Depends
fair point.
on where you put it, though.
He looks at you kind of concerned. It's like, generally, we try to keep it on food, but, you know.
Yeah, but I mean more like I like it on apple pie, but I'm not a fan of it on ice cream.
Why not?
Okay. I mean, I've never tried it on ice cream. Maybe I'll try it and see if I like it later. Holler if you need anything, and she goes back to by the cash register and sits down.
Will do, thank you.
But yeah, the pies are good. It's a good mix of brunch, lunch. You know, you can get burgers and chicken and waffles and all of that kind of stuff. So
Somehow all in pie shape.
Yep. And total meal for everything's about 30 gold.
I got it.
Okay. All right, so that
Thank
probably
you,
takes
Doc.
you guys about an hour and a half. So if there's any conversations you have during that time, go for it. If not, we'll pick up as you guys are leaving.
There is actually something I want to.
Go for it.
So back when we were at the Enchanted Enclave, when I kind of hung back, that
Yeah.
Victoria kind of somewhat told me my mom had visited there 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yep. I mean, she didn't remember the name of the furbolg that was there, but she mentioned she looked like me, or I looked like her. It's just the
Purple?
first lead I've had on my mom since forever. And I kind of want to look into it, if we have time.
I mean, I imagine we're gonna be here a while, so yeah, for sure. At least that's my opinion.
She kind of pointed me towards the necromancy ward, the Great Mausoleum.
That's gonna be fun.
Yep, that's why I'm kind of concerned.
Sounds ominous.
Apparently,
Well-
she was looking to get rid of some kind of curse or something.
Huh.
How long ago was that?
10 years.
And you're how old now?
She's older than 10.
23.
Yeah, I'm just trying to line that up with the whole, kidnapping thing, maybe.
I am 23.
I don't think that lines up then, no. Actually, I don't know. How old were you when you were, Actually, I should ask Nate this. How old was she when that happened? How
Were
long
she?
ago was that?
Sorry, when what happened?
When Talah got taken.
What do you mean?
The thing that made you leave your hometown to go look for her, when was that? How long ago?
That was last year.
Okay, yeah, then they don't line up at all. Okay. I was just thinking that might have been it, but no.
No,
Yeah,
no.
and here's the thing. I was 14 when Mom left. That means that she got to the city while she was still, at home, before she truly left.
Oh. Does your mom have a sister, maybe? Someone who could look like her and use her name?
Not that I know of.
That is weird. Could there be magic that did something like that? Was your mom, magical in any way? New spells?
I mean, maybe in the way that I am now, but, basically everything she did when we were out and about in nature seemed like magic to me back then, so. Maybe?
Yes.
I would probably have to ask Dad.
I mean, you have a phone now, and
I know.
doesn't have to be right now if you're not ready for it. We'll probably have quiet evenings. It's a big city.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save that to have some more, privacy.
Also,
Just,
Lily, that is a meat pie.
just, wanted you guys to know about that. Uh,
If you need anything that I can provide, you can always ask. I mean, what I provide is more or less just violence, but I'll be happy to direct it in whatever direction you want to direct it.
Right.
Oh, Auntie Gobs, you have violins?
Yes, lots of it.
Can you teach me to play one? Since you have more than one?
I definitely can.
I think she's
Violins.
talking about the musical instrument.
Oh, I'm planning on teaching her violence.
She already knows that.
Well,
I'll teach her how to direct it. Positive.
Lily, if you're interested in learning about, music and such, I have a kalimba I can teach you how to play.
I have a
That doesn't
pan flute.
sound like a real word. You made that up.
As I pull out my kalimba.
What the hell is
And-
What is
that?
a kalimba?
You're pulling this out at like a diner booth?
What
Why
is
the
a
hell not?
kalimba?
Are you seriously? Are you
You
guys
know what a
unaware of
kalimba
what a
is.
kalimba
What
is?
the hell are you talking about?
Kalimba.
What the hell is
One of
that?
those. I just googled it. Okay.
Kalimba.
Oh, the thing Nexus just posted.
Yep. I have one of
Now
those.
we
That looks like a fidget spinner for music nerds.
Basically, I guess.
It is the national instrument of the Dutch. How could you? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's really not. I don't
Like I
think
said,
we
I don't
have
know.
one.
Let me see. National instrument.
All right.
Netherlands.
So, anything else
the
you'd like to
fiddle.
do?
The what?
The
The
fiddle?
fiddle. Yeah, that's the national instrument of the Netherlands.
Interesting.
Anyways.
So, you guys have finished up eating
Yes.
and paid and tipped and all that good stuff. And
We're
you
going
guys
to
are
go
spending...
see Gerald.
Who?
What was it? Gerald? Who was that?
Almond.
Who? What'd you say, Nexus?
Armand.
Armand? Armand. That's it. I need to go see this Armand guy.
Client.
The client.
Yes,
Gerald.
Armand.
Somehow became
No,
Gerald.
uh,
in my head.
No, Elendoril is right here, but she's not going anywhere, and it is. Can we even trust her since he's the lowest protocol? She's most likely the first one to have been. What is it called?
Affected. Let's just say that. But yeah,
Sure,
I
let's go with that word.
actually kind of agree with you, Nate. Maybe, trying to take stock of the situation there is a good idea before just walking up there and giving ourselves over to the most guarded city in the city, the most guarded building in the city. Because if we're wrong and she is affected, that place is likely the most guarded place here, and if she says the word that we are to be captured, we are in trouble.
Even if she doesn't want to, she will have to, given how
Yeah.
these things apparently work.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you are right on that, Knight. Because if she pushes guards on us, I mean, sure, we can fight, but I'm sorry to say, people, we're not that good.
Can we
Not
just
yet.
try to solve things without violence first?
If she's affected to try and capture us, our options are get captured or fight. Again, we don't fully know, of course, we don't know what's actually going on, but yeah, maybe walking in there's a big mistake.
Papa,
Yes.
I'm sleepy.
Let's go lay down. We're going to take Lily back to the hotel so she can sleep. Actually, I have another idea.
Yeah?
Go. Sarandale's just across the street, right?
Yeah, keep in mind,
Yeah.
as a note, you guys only paid for one night at the hotel, and you guys would have checked out when you left.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
That's what I
Sarandale's
look
is
for.
just across the street.
I'm going to go leave Lily with Sarandale.
Oh no.
What?
You can. I don't really want to roleplay this out, but the short version is like they don't do daycare.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the security guard says,
Abraham
"Hey,
is
I'm
not
sorry,
asking.
she's not." Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
asking. You watch her.
Just puts
So-
her down and leaves.
Still like the
No.
finger, like to my eyes and pointing at
That-
him.
And I know Cyntari knows Sarandel is trustworthy. I don't know if Abraham would be willing to leave Lily with her.
But he has very little in the way of options. So
Well, we have the strap, so you could.
just take her with me.
Actually, we could just look for a place here in the middle of the city because it's supposed to be cheaper in here.
Another idea occurred to me.
Hmm?
Lily,
Mm-hmm.
you like the pie place, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The big floaty man?
Mm-hmm.
I go see the big floaty man.
Okay, so you go back into the Pie of the Beholder.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Did you forget something? Is there something what can I do for you?
Oh, I thought we were still at the table. My bad.
I went to go across the street to talk to Sarandel.
Right.
We're about to go do something highly dangerous and possibly illegal in order to make money. Will you watch her for me?
I love Abraham.
Art thou not
Give me a
entertained?
Persuasion check with
With disadvantage.
I feel like this
Yeah,
would be
I think it would
advantage
be-
because
I
the
think it would be
beholder
dis-
loves him so much.
yeah, with disadvantage.
It's adorable.
Yeah, you could leave her here, and you can see her reaching for her phone. Yeah, go ahead and leave the little girl here.
No,
We'll
no,
make sure
no.
she's unlocking the phone.
It's a job we're doing for S&J.
Okay.
So illogical. I just need somebody to watch the child. And he huffs his way out of there. Come on, Lily. We'll just deal with this ourselves.
I mean,
Nope,
maybe-
on your head. Goodbye.
maybe try a daycare. Yeah, the others of you here, as like, why would you want to leave the kid with a waitress?
Abe! As I
Hmm?
run after him.
I don't trust daycares. Every kid I've seen go to a daycare gets sick when they come out. Every single one of them. They all come down with some sort of
So-
illness.
Do we all need to go on this job, or should I just take her? Go to a hotel.
I don't like the idea of splitting up. If Carrie's around, we'd best be off together.
No. But we can't take her with, and we can't leave her just anywhere.
Papa, just take me to your house.
I don't have a house.
Then
Can
get
we
one.
Put her in the place, the special place where
There's
your lover girl
rules.
is.
Here's rules. 1 hour. It's the limit.
All right.
Again, if there's really no other option, I
Mama,
could
do
just...
you have a house?
I do, but it's very far away from here.
Uncle Otho, do you have a house?
I do apologize, but it's back in Neap.
Uncle Nate, do you have a house?
Unfortunately not. But Liliandra, can you turn even smaller than this?
We're not taking her with us. We're not gonna endanger her.
You really shouldn't have this conversation in front of the shop. She may be calling the authorities. Let's move on.
How do you get a house?
You need money.
Spend a lot of money and you wait a long time on a waiting list, and then you still don't get the house because you respond to people being like, hey, this place is up for rent, and then you're in a waiting list and you never get first place, and once you do, something happens and then another person gets the house. It's kind of just a whole bunch of
I took a loan and did a lot of favors for a lot of carpenters and builders.
Or you buy a house if you have enough money.
I just found a place that nobody wanted and stayed there until nobody argued with me.
That works.
She's doing that thing where she's dragging her feet now because she's getting really sleepy.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up and put her in a sling.
She's getting slung.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. She falls asleep.
Beautiful. Alright, so I'll go find a hotel so she can sleep in a bed, not get in danger by whatever it is that we're doing. You're doing.
Fine. I don't have any money.
I do.
I
for the
have
moment.
enough. I have enough. Don't worry about it. I'll just see if they still have a room back at the place we were at.
No, you don't need to do that.
Look.
Besides,
place
that's
is
like
right
a
here.
2-hour walk. And
Well,
the
not
pla-
from here. It's probably about 45 minutes.
Okay.
But there
Well,
are other places near.
Yeah, and I believe the places in the Central Ward are cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gobs, as you search for hotels, you do see a few hits for apartment buildings in the vicinity with immediate openings. So there is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment that would be 100 gold for a month, and it is right there.
Right?
The little one?
Yeah, it's maybe 1,200 square feet. It's not big, but it does have 3 bedrooms and a full bathroom.
Yeah, we're buying that one. I'm paying for it.
Alright,
Ah.
then I will.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
you actually find a website for it, and it's not hard. You can purchase it straight through that. It's on the 2nd floor. It's room 202 or
All right.
apartment 202.
All right.
And they say just present, they have your name and that you're paid, and your paid through date, and to just stop by the front desk to get the key.
All right. And there. We now have an apartment for a month.
All right, so you take that side trip. It is furnished as well. So it's not like the nicest furniture, but it's decently clean. But yeah, you're able to get there. Fridge is empty. No pots, no pans, all that cooking utensils, all that kind of stuff isn't there. But yeah, you now have an apartment for a month there.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll be staying here then. With Lily. Because we're not leaving her with a random person or in a random place. And we're not taking her to this job.
All right.
Fine. Let's go then.
Good luck.
All right. So it's probably going to take you, if you're doing, are you guys going on foot this time? Are you guys trying to catch an Uber? What are you guys trying to do?
Let's see. With where he was still in the Hyatt. No, he was all the way over here, right?
Yeah, he is right here on right between the Black Dragon and the Green Dragon.
And I
Neighborhood.
remember in the last campaign we talked about how impractical it was to do anything by car.
Yes, for the most part.
So walking, I think.
All right. It'll be early evening when you guys get there, like 4 or 5 o'clock. But yeah, it's like a 3-story kind of. It's a building that has like doctor's offices and lawyer offices and that kind of stuff in it. But yeah, he's on the 3rd floor. Suite 303 is his.
All right. Also, as we're walking up the stairs, I'm going to start a video call to Talah.
Talah, your phone's ringing.
I'm gonna frantically search for my phone because I don't remember which pocket I put it in.
What you forgot is that you were letting Lily watch BlueTube, and she fell asleep watching reaction videos.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna then find my phone. and pick up.
You just described your daughter, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Talah's ear. Hello, Talah. This is a video call.
Wait, what?
Look on your
Oh,
screen.
hi.
Hi. Yeah. I'm gonna put you in someone's breast pocket, and you can watch along and talk with us.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to carry the Talah cam?
Does your phone have enough battery for this?
Yeah, I barely used it today.
Okay.
Otho, you're the most
Oh.
careful one. Would you like to carry the Talah cam?
Sure, I do also have a breast pocket in my coat.
I do
Yeah,
also
I-
kind of need my phone for something else, though. Can I do that at the same time?
No, you can't. It's just for the job meeting, so you can hear what's happening, and you can weigh in on it, since this is a job we're doing,
Right. Okay.
and I don't want to exclude you.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, when you go up to this door, like all the other like different offices and stuff you pass, it's kind of seedy. But just normal standard doors. This door, however, is and Nate, you would notice this especially with your family history, exquisitely made heavy oak wooden door. Not cheap. And there is, unlike a lot of the other ones, it just says Suite 303. There is no business name or anything on the outside of it.
Did we have his name written down somewhere, by the way?
I said it multiple times.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
you
asking if
said
we
it.
had it written down.
It would have been
No.
on the job sheet you were given.
Okay, it was more I wanted to add him in my notes and I wanted to spell it right.
Yeah, give me a second. You got to find where I put it in my notes.
Amount.
That's right, I didn't.
Old!
Where's our channel?
Why does that pan flute player look a bit like Rusty? Thank you.
De La Fontaine.
Please tell me he's not a fucking elephant.
No,
Maybe an
worse.
elephant.
He's French.
Hey,
Oh.
somebody caught it.
Fuck
I already knew Armand was French.
Yeah, he's not actually French. He's just French heritage. Anyways, but yeah, you're at his door. No windows to the inside, just the big heavy door.
Is there like a bell?
Mm-hmm.
All right, pressing
There's a
that.
buzzer. Yes.
Armand de la Fontaine? We are from S&J.
Ah,
Supposed to meet with you about a job?
are my delivery people. Excellent. I'll buzz you in. And you hear the buzzing sound from the door.
All right, opening it up.
Do we even know to open the door when it buzzes?
Gobs would. She's dealt with this kind of stuff before.
Yeah.
So,
3 clicks. What just happened?
so the door buzzes and you guys step in. It is kind of a studio office. Heavily tinted windows to the outside. It is kind of dark. A couple things that you notice. To your left is a bar, a very well stocked bar. And then there are a couple nice leather couches. And then there is a gentleman who is standing in front of his desk, kind of leaning back against it. And I will show you Armand. Where'd I put him? There he is.
He is 400 pounds.
No, he is not.
The desk is struggling. Aw. Yeah, he's definitely not.
Yeah,
Unless he has the
Oh no,
biggest thighs.
he's hot.
yeah, he is distractingly handsome. I do want insight checks from everybody.
Can I do that too? I'm on a video
You can.
call.
You can.
I
Nate is
see
distracted
through
by his
him.
beauty.
I see through him.
Insight. Fair.
Let's see. Where did I put his character sheet?
In a moment, we start hearing disturbing noises from the phone. What are you doing, Talah? Don't worry about it.
Not in front of the kid.
Okay, so okay, good. So different people are going to notice different things and at different levels.
Reach it.
Also, the deception check was public.
That's fine. So I will say, Nate, you don't really pick up on anything. He's kind of odd to read, right? He's even he's like distractingly well put together, right? Othokent, again, he's a human. He's got weird emotions, hard for you to read. Gobs and Abraham, you can kind of tell, at least there's a facade here, right? He's presenting in very specific ways, if that makes any sense. Talah, you can tell by how he's standing, how he's positioned, how the room is set up and everything. All of this, he looks casual, but everything he's doing is meant to put people at ease and to make it feel casual. It's deliberate. It's not, he's just kind of a casual guy. It's deliberately casual, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Well,
no, just con casually.
Yeah.
I guess I can pick up on that because I'm not actually there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not there to see him in person and be distracted by his amazingly good looks.
Yeah,
His cheekbones and his lips.
Right?
So she's a layer removed. She doesn't smell the cologne.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't see how soft his hair looks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of grainy, that goddamn
compression contours. Yeah.
I feel like your connection is not really stable because, it's kind of grainy.
This is the moment where we find out Abraham goes both ways.
Oh, you didn't know that
already? And I do want charisma saving throws from everybody.
Including me?
Yes, including you.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
It's a spell?
You did not see any hint of him casting something.
Do I have advantage because of phone wall?
No.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, no. You wouldn't make the save because you're not physically there. That's right.
Well, I rolled an 18. I'm gonna take it anyway.
Yeah. So
just saying they're being really forceful.
Yeah.
So I will say that Abraham, Otho, and Nate, you don't really know why, but you just really like this guy. There's something about him. He seems friendly.
And he's hot as fuck.
That's all Nate can think about.
Oh my god, this guy is hot.
Would definitely make him as a full body rotisserie man.
Oh my word.
Both those attractive for completely different reasons.
Otho wants to split roast him and not in the way that everybody else does.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, but yeah, like, hey, come on in. Would you guys like a drink?
No thanks.
Don't mind if I do, and he's sipping on a bourbon.
Armand?
Yeah, I'm Armand de la Fontaine at your service, and he tips his head a little bit.
Right. You need an
yeah, so you guys are my delivery crew, huh?
Sure, let's call us that. You need an item. You need an item retrieved.
Yes, I do.
All right. Care to tell us what it is or where?
Sure. Let me ask this: how familiar are any of you with the history of the Free People's Ward?
I've read about it online.
You strike me as the well-read person of the group. So, I have a business associate that's coming into town, and they have a taste for rare beverages. See, back in the day, that ward was run by a devil. A very powerful, rich, and wealthy devil. And inside of his vault happens to be an ancient vintage wine that it would make certain relationships with this business associate of mine much easier if I could provide that. Now, 50 years or so ago, that Devil Lord ran into a bad time and ended up losing control of the ward, and it was taken over by the current management. I've attempted to reach out to the current management to purchase this particular vintage, and because of all of that mess going on with the whole Army of the Red Hand, they haven't exactly been open to that because they have quote unquote more important things to do than deal with a pretty boy wine connoisseur. So I need this wine. It's very, very important. It'll help seal a deal I've been working on for several years. So job has two parts. Number one, I'm going to send with you a large sum of money that I expect you to leave in the vault where the wine was. We're not stealing it. We're just purchasing it. Okay? This is my understanding is this amount is about twice what the Devil Lord paid for it 60 years ago. Based off of inflation and whatnot, I'm giving it about a 10% boost. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Get the bottle. Bring it back to me. If you can talk him into taking the money and just giving it to you, that's fine. I don't necessarily need you to acquire it by illicit means. I just need a group that's not me, because they won't even let me into the ward anymore, because they're tired of me, quote unquote, wasting their time. So I need fresh faces, like yourselves, to go into the ward, find a way to get the bottle, use the money I will provide, or I will transfer it to the appropriate account at the time. Once I've got the wine bottle, I'll send them the money so that you guys don't have to worry. It's not a stealing thing. It's a forced purchase. But yeah, short version is I don't care how it gets done. I need that bottle.
Okay.
So what brand, making, age?
It's so it'll be easy to spot.
He doesn't blink at the phone, suddenly making noises.
No, he noticed
Okay.
it from the get-go.
enough.
So with this, it's actually it's a really old bottle. Okay. You know how every once in a while something will pop up and it's got one of those really old languages nobody can read?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that old. So it'll be the only one in the vault. I believe it's the only wine bottle at all, but it should be the only one in there that has ancient text on it. It's a red wine, if that helps. But yeah, it's in the vault of the old casino. They use it now. That's their barracks and they turned it into basically a field hospital. But the vault is still locked down. It's down in the third floor of the basement. So I don't even know if that Magellan guy can even get into the vault. So who knows what else is in there.
I want to roll on insight of whether or not this is actually talking about wine, or if he's using wine for a different kind of thing. If I
course.
can.
Go for it. Your insight checks are really good.
Yeah, I have a plus 10. I just kept rolling shit.
Yeah, he is literally asking for a bottle of wine.
Is there any stories in the past, ancient history, that Abraham may have stumbled across that involves bottles of red wine?
No.
Okay.
You say ancient language. What does that entail exactly?
Let me back up. Abraham, let me give you a shot at it. history check. Nope. Nothing.
Man.
All right. So
Go ahead, Nate. Nope, Nate was talking.
sorry, my bad.
You say ancient language. What exactly does that entail? Like, I mean,
it's a
we
really old language
know
that nobody
several
reads.
languages. Yeah, well, yes, but what if it's just a language none of us read, but that isn't ancient?
Okay. It's definitely one of those you can't miss it kind of deals, right? It's what was the word? What was the word?
You don't happen to have a picture, do you? That would be a lot easier.
No, they don't. This thing's never exposed to light, really, because it would destroy the wine. Give me a second. Gotta find it in my notes.
He cracks the mask just a moment there.
And Nate is dead.
I know it's got a number on it of 1945. It's like R. Romani Conti, I think, is how you would say it. I don't speak the language, so I don't know.
I mean, it gives us something to go off of, so that's good at least.
It's written in Italian. Shit.
Oh man.
It's written in ancient Pizzarian. No one speaks that anymore.
French, but sure.
It's a Latin language, whatever.
Same difference, right?
So something Conti.
Got it.
Reminds me of my ex.
So if sunlight, if it's exposed to sunlight,
I'm glad Nexus caught that. Thank you.
Gets bad, is what you said. So you want us to cover it while we're outside, if we get the bottle. That is.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's more of a collector's thing. It's so old, you wouldn't drink it anyways. But it's the last vintage or the last known bottle of wine from ancient times. So, yeah, my work associate, big collector of really rare things. I give him this, cements the relationship. Things go well for me from there.
All right. I think
and this is.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's just I don't normally do this kind of stuff. Is this all above board? Are we gonna get in trouble with the guards, the law?
I think that entirely depends on how we handle it.
See, the little one, she's got a good head on her shoulders. Again, I'm not saying you have to break into the vault and steal it. Talk him into taking the money, right? Here, here's what I'm offering, right? 155,000 gold is what I'm willing to pay for the bottle.
All right.
Okay.
Is that an offer they've turned down before?
They wouldn't let me get to the point of the offer.
What kind of reputation do you have?
It's not so much that, it's that every day they're having to fight a devil incursion on their walls, so they're a little busy. So I get it, right? You got life and death and all of that stuff going on.
Is he evading my question? Roll insight.
Give me an insight check.
You said 155, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm taking notes as we're going.
Same.
So was he evading it?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
It's hard for you to tell.
Okay.
Sorry, I was toggling stuff because I didn't want you to see what he was rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Like last time.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I don't. I just need the bottle, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you in trouble if we don't get the bottle, or if you don't get the bottle to this collector of yours?
Oh, I don't know if trouble is the right word. I just really don't want this relationship to go south.
Understandable. Dealt with monthly touch before,
I
so that
really
makes
want
sense.
to roll again. I really want to roll again.
You can insight check it if you'd like.
Ah, man! Okay.
Inspiration.
I don't have it! Do I have one because it was my birthday yesterday?
No.
Oh.
No,
I
in
do
fact,
have.
you lost one.
I do have one question for you. While carrying this item, is this the type of item we could expect people to try and steal from us, like attack us for? Or is it more only for the people in the know?
I mean, I wouldn't go waving it around. There's a select few people in the city who might even know that it exists or its value. But yeah, if you can talk to somebody who's above board, right? If we go the above board, right? Offer them the 155. Between us, I'll go as high as 175. That's all I got, and still have the funds to pay you guys, obviously. But if they'll take it, I'll wire the money over to them, and then they give you the wine. Perfect. I'm good with that. I don't need it to be stolen. Okay.
Right.
I'm willing for it to be stolen. All I care about is in the next 2 days, I have that bottle in my hands.
Okay, 2 days, that's a time limit. Good thing to know.
Yes. And that's mainly because my understanding is that the Devils are planning a major offensive, and if they start to take back control of the city, I don't think you guys are going to be able to get in. So,
no. All right.
Oh,
All right.
there's one last thing that I'll need.
Yes.
I need a one-on-one meeting with the one with the beard.
In this group.
Yes.
Okay,
that
which
one.
of-
And he points at Nate.
As I'll say, which of them?
Why?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to learn a little bit more about you and your friends. I like to know who I'm doing business with. And I find that one-on-one conversations, that goes a bit better. He's hard to read, Nate. You don't really know what that's about.
I mean, I guess.
Just 3 to 4 minutes. Just some questions between me and you. Just between us guys, right? Have a drink, have a cigar.
Sure. I mean, I don't smoke, but sure.
Okay, well, I'll have a drink and I'll have a cigar.
And you're gonna be good with this?
I mean, it seems fine. He's our current employer, so why not?
If you're sure you're good with this, then sure.
Nate did fail a charisma save.
All right. Well, yeah, if you guys, the rest of you, want to step out for a minute and let me and. What was your name?
Nate, he's asking your name.
Oh, my name is Nathaniel.
Excellent. If you guys would step out and let me and Nathaniel have a little bit of a moment together, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
Ooh, is he facing the door as we leave?
Mm-hmm.
So he's watching us leave.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you had a good feeling about this guy. He's a friend.
Yes, but my protective instincts are not overridden. I was trying to find a way to sneakily leave behind my the spectral mind, but it glows, and I would have to have a distraction to send it up to the ceiling, out of sight. So if he's watching me leave, it's going to be difficult.
I mean, maybe your bird starts acting up. You know, Nate's bird.
Nate's bird. No, this guy's too smooth for that.
Okay.
I like him too much, anyways. I just wanted to leave behind an eyeball. He's not willing to cause a ruckus in this guy's nice house. He's too nice. He just was wanting to leave an eyeball behind. It's you know what? It's fine. So he still worried, still wishing he could do it. He'll leave it be and step outside.
So as everybody steps outside, Nate, he walks over to the bar and pours himself another drink. He's like, "Would you like one?"
Sure.
Excellent. Pours you a drink and hands it to you.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much, sir.
Where are you from, Nate? And as he takes his drink, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Motherfucker.
You also need to roll a d12. Okay. I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw. And another d12. Okay. So, 4 minutes pass. Nate comes out. Armand's got his hand on Nate's shoulder. It's like, yeah, hey, that's, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully this job goes well. The funds will help you guys, get what you need done, and maybe you can get back and see the family.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Insight
We
checks
missed
from
them.
anybody who would like to do so.
Yes, immediately.
So the phone died?
No, everybody had to step out except for Nate.
Oh, okay, so I can also roll inside then.
Yeah. Well, yours would be more perception.
Oh,
I'll let you leave that insight.
thank you.
So you can tell that Nate's a little confused on things. And then Abraham, give me a perception check. Okay.
Aw.
No, Abraham was asked to do it for a specific reason.
My bad.
It's all good. So Nate,
Yep.
you guys talked. You kind of talked a little bit about, the traveling you've done, the fact that you guys are in the city trying to get the money to buy some materials that you need for a special project. You don't remember saying anything about Carrie or Gilgamesh or anything like that. It was just a quick little conversation. He kind of eyed you up and down real good. The whiskey was really, really, really sweet and delicious and smoky. And that was about it.
Yeah.
Actually, Othokent, I
Yeah.
want a perception check.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
You don't see something. Do you get any kind of bonuses for smelling anything?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But I
the-
do. No.
Yeah, but you're not there. They haven't
don't.
built a smell phone call yet.
Aw.
I will say this, Nate. The only other thing that's kind of weird is your shirt's fitting a little strange, and your neck is killing you. And you don't know why.
No.
You've been bitten.
Not
Seduced
like that.
by a
Like
vampire.
no, not like that.
Look how sexy he is. You
Yes.
know he's a vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's not pale enough to be a vampire.
That's what makeup's for, and
Interview with
illusions
a
and
vampire.
glamours. Come on.
Yeah.
And he wants a bottle of red wine. Mhm.
Dark
Yeah.
red of an ancient vintage.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Vampire the Masquerade now. All right.
No, because if we were going that route, it would have been a Malkavian, and he would have been much goofier. I can't play a Camarilla. Anyways, a normal Camarilla. But
here's the thing. Now you're doing it.
No.
Yeah, this is seriously Venture Toreador bullshit.
No, shut up for a second. I'm trying to tell Nate something. Nate, it's like, how you wake up with a creak in your neck? That's what it feels like.
Has your neck been broken?
It's like his neck's been cranked back for like 10 minutes while he sucked on him. It's been held in that one position.
Yeah.
While Nate sucked on him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you were held in a certain position.
Charm person worked
real
good.
Real good. It was best friends.
Friends with
Well, it is getting late.
Nathaniel, I'll let you guys get to it. I have a lot of faith in you guys. I think this is going to work out well, and maybe we can work together more in the future too. But yeah, just like I said, I understand your concerns. Like I said, you don't have to steal anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to hurt anybody. It's important. I need it. And it's not that they won't accept the offer. They won't even get to the point of listening to the offer. And it's not that they care. It's just they've got other things, right? I mean, a war is an important thing. I get that. So, but yeah.
I'm an interested guy.
Sure.
This is like the 4th time he's said that exact same thing. He's real defensive about his excuse.
Yeah, that's.
I like him.
I do. I kind of want to roll again, but I'm unsure if I can even. Yes, I'm. Oh!
Talah,
Yes.
you get the sense that he legitimately cares. He does not care about anything other than getting the bottle. He is more than willing to pay for it. He tried to do it through everything he's saying there is legit. He tried to reach out. They wouldn't even entertain the conversation because they're too busy with the war. He's not sure if they can even get in the vault, whether they have access to it or not. All of those things he's been saying and he's repeated is absolutely true as far as you can tell.
Do I detect any nervousness behind it or something?
There's some anxiousness about acquiring the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
He really wants it. There's a need for it. It's not a want thing. You can tell it's a need thing.
That's what I was after. Thank you.
It's getting late, and my neck is killing me. Should we get back and rest before we...
What'd you do to your neck? As he's turned to leave, he's just making conversation.
Once we're out of earshot.
Yeah, he'll step back in and shut the door behind him.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just been a long day. Ouch.
Also, at this point, retrieving her phone from Otho, just holding it in her hand now. Did y'all get that weird feeling about this guy?
Yeah, he seemed alright. A little intense, but...
Yeah, very too alright.
Very charismatic.
He was very much trying to get us to just agree with him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Playing with you guys, right?
No, I don't know about that. You seem fine to me.
Yeah,
He doesn't
he
want this bottle. He needs the bottle.
Yes, and we have things we need too.
Everything was set up to make you guys feel at ease and comfortable so you would spill and accept.
Isn't that normal for an employer who wants someone to do a job?
Not in the level.
Not
Not
in
the
this
level he
level.
did it. No.
What did he do? Like
Well,
Abraham
for
turns
one,
and
Abe,
stares,
You're
questioning.
usually kind of the untrusting type, and now you're just reaching out with open arms for this guy. Doesn't that strike you as odd? The first person you actually genuinely liked when you first met them was about a couple hours ago.
Yeah, she's not wrong, Abe.
And now suddenly you just like this guy too?
I
Oh, handsome.
do you see his ass when he bent over?
It was kind of pixely. So
Mm.
yes and no. But still.
I can tell you it was a good ass, but that was also a very intentional movement, and he flexed.
Yes, I can see. It's hard to... Look.
Abe! Snap out of it!
What? Snap out of what? Nothing happened.
It was some good whiskey, though.
Was it?
Didn't you say you didn't want a drink?
Hang on a second. You didn't want to drink.
What?
Nate, you don't drink.
I mean, he does occasionally, but usually no.
He wouldn't drink with a stranger. Like, yeah, he's really suspicious.
This kind of confuses you because you're like, but I wasn't drinking with a stranger. I was drinking with my friend Armand.
Like, we're just having casual conversation over a drink.
The first time you met a guy, you drink with him?
That's not you, Pip.
And I liked a pretty boy? What?
I mean, I question your taste, but yeah, he's pretty.
No, these people usually piss me off, but he's all right. I'm confused.
So, as you guys proceed to walk away from Armand's office building with heads full of confusion but yet direction.
I actually do have one final
Oh.
thing before you end.
Mhm.
Abraham,
Mm.
can I ask you to try and detect magic on Nate?
You give me a minute. Find me a quiet spot to sit
In the
down.
meantime, do it on yourself too.
Yeah.
It's a general thing. He waves it off.
All right, Talah, we're coming to your place in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, oh my god, I have 20% power left on my phone. I'm surprised
Yeah.
it lived that long.
Oh shit, -5.
Yeah, let's end this call now, and we'll talk once we're back. I'll let you know what the
I'm
magic
ending
thing
this
said.
transmission.
Keep a close eye on them, will you, Gobs?
I will. I'll do my best.
All right. I'm gonna go check on Lily.
All right. And end.
Yes.
We walk slowly.
Yeah, currently we're sitting down, Nate.
So,
Okay.
Oh,
Abe, as you ritual cast Detect Magic,
Yes.
there may be faint echoes of different magics there, but it's kind of blotted out by one particular strong magic.
Hmm.
Necromancy.
Necromancy.
Mm-hmm. Give me
Arcana.
an Arcana. The thing
Did that
about
mother-
necromancy is it's
No.
not just making zombies, it's also bringing people back from the dead.
He snapped your neck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nate? Otho?
Yes?
Abe is taking on an insanely pissed off and commanding tone right now as he's grasping a hold of a situation. Examine that man, Otho. I think he may have died.
what?
And that's where we're going to end this week's session.
There we go. Much better cliffhanger.
You know what? You guys should be happy that Talah already hung up before that happened.
What
Oh,
Nexus
you heard
just said.
that.
Oh yeah, I was starting to slow piece together, then the necromancer thing came in, and what you said just made so much sense. Yeah, that I imagine you're right. I imagine that's totally what he did.
He snapped Pip's neck.
Or poisoned him.
Used speak with dead. No, his neck was killing him. So
Yeah, but
I believe that his neck was snapped.
Probably a modify memory in there somewhere.
And then speak with dead, revivify, and then indeed probably something like modify memory to make sure that you didn't remember him doing that.
Or
He
what
has
questions he may have
probably done
asked.
all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yes. If Talah had been there, she would not have left you alone with that guy. Oh.
Excellent. Well, again, for everybody who did watch the stream today, we appreciate it. As always, check out the YouTube channel. The link is in our profile on Twitch. The VOD will be posted there in the next day or so. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But other than that, that's the end, folks, and we will see you next time.
Bye, people.